Seen a lot of change, been through.
Let's talk, shall we? So, I've been thinking about at least um, 5 things I, as a mom, would tell my daughter. So, I've got a daughter, I've got a son, but these are 5 things that I would tell my daughter when she reaches that age of becoming a mom. These are 5 things that I would say to her. As a mom, as a woman, becoming a mother is not an easy job. It's not an easy thing. So, number one thing for me would be self assessment. Assess yourself personally. Are you sure you're ready? Are you sure mentally, physically, emotionally? Because being a mother takes a toll on all those things. So, are you sure you're ready to give yourself to another human being in that way? Are you sure you are there, physically, mentally, emotionally, to give yourself to another human being in that way? So, my number one thing will be absolutely self assessment. That is very important. And then number two would be, do you have support? Because there's a saying that goes, it takes a village. It absolutely takes a village. But sometimes even your village can let you down. So if you don't have that support, what are you going to do? How are you going to manage? How are you going to get there? Because no matter what, we as parents, we absolutely get overwhelmed, we get overstimulated. But the thing is, a child does not care about that. A child does not understand that. A child does not know that mom needs time out. A child does not understand that um mom is tired and needs to sleep. A child doesn't understand that you've been at night shift and you need to sleep. A child doesn't understand that. So in that case, if you do have a support, have is your support system willing to absolutely go through this with you? Are they able to, and are they also going to be committed to do this with you? That takes me into my third point. Number three will be work-life balance. How are you going to organize your life? Are you still in school? Are you hoping to go back to school? Are you working full time? Is your job going to be able to accommodate the fact that you're now becoming a mom or you've now become a mom? You need to think about all those things, because the truth is that a lot of things change once you bring forth another human being into this world. Once you bring forth a child into this world, they become a priority. They become your number one priority. So, how are you going to organize yourself? Because I've seen a lot of, even me myself, whereas your social life it becomes nearly non-existent. It becomes nearly non-existent because a lot of, if you have friends that don't have kids, do not understand why you don't have time anymore. Why is everything has to run on your schedule, because your schedule is now running, because now your schedule runs on your child's schedule or your kid's schedule. So you're not alone anymore. It's all about them now. And excuse my voice, I might be coming down with something, I'm not really sure, but I sound a little bit hoarse. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But yes, make sure you do think about that third point. How are you going to organize your work-life balance? Think about that, because that is very important. Because as much as you're invested in being a mom and everything else, you need time to yourself. You need time alone. Sometimes, if you're unlucky and you've got a partner that you cannot count on, you cannot depend on, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The elephant in the room. Fourth point. which is the fact that pregnancy and motherhood brings body changes. And as a woman, we know how hard that is. Just be one thing 1 minute and then the next your body totally changes. A woman's body is so magical. The amount of things that a woman's body is able to take and go through and process. Some women are not lucky enough to go through pregnancy without any complications. Gestational diabetes, for example, preeclampsia. There's so many things that women go through in the process of becoming a mother. So are you mentally prepared for that? How are you going to handle? Is your body so important to you? Whereas if it was to change in any way, it would affect you mentally. Because we women, we know we like to look good. We like to, wear certain things. Not everybody's lucky to have the genes where you have a baby and you snap back just like that. Unfortunately, it's not like that for everybody. There are some people like myself, because I also had my kids back to back. My babies are 1 year, 3 months apart. So literally it was pregnancy after pregnancy. It took a toll on my body. It's literally taken me about 3 years to get to this weight that I'm at right now, which is somewhat of a healthy weight for my height. So think about that. And that affects you so much. Everything goes back to mentally. Mentally, everything affects you. Okay? And my last point would be parenting style. If you have a partner, a husband, are you both on the same page? Are you both on the same page on how to bring up that child or children? I don't believe in the whole thing of good cop, bad cop thing. No. We're both good cops. Kids are smart. Kids play on parents. If they see that you're both not on the same page, trust and believe they're going to play on that. Trust and believe that they're going to 100% play on that. What are your thoughts about punishment? What are your thoughts about, devices, with screen time? What are your thoughts about schools? What type of schools do you want your children to go to? What are your, public schooling, private schooling? What are your thoughts? If you're both not on the same page, forget it. Don't use that whole thing of when we get there, we'll cross it. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Because you will get to that bridge and the bridge will fall down. You will not be able to cross it. Don't do that to yourself at all. Make sure you have those hard conversations early on and keep each other accountable to whatever it is that you say from the start. Because we all know sometimes when a relationship is starting off, people say things that they think the other person wants to hear. So, most importantly, take your time. Bringing a child into this world is not something that you take lightly. Giving your womb to somebody that is not worthy of it is not something to take lightly at all. Especially us as mothers. I mean, the ones that decide to make the sacrifice for their children. Once you decide to make that sacrifice, unfortunately, everything is dependent on you. That child's physical, mental, spiritual, everything is dependent on you and you alone. So make sure you think about that before you go ahead and lay down with a man to have a child. So those are some of the things that I tell my daughter or a friend, a sister, whoever that comes to me for an advice. So thank you guys so much. for listening to me again. Thank you for yeah, let me know, guys, what you guys would like to see, what you guys would like to hear from me, and I will be able to do that. I thought about vlogging, but listen, I don't do anything, I don't go anywhere. So honestly, my life consists of work, kids, home, school. That's my life at the moment. So I don't really know what I would vlog that would be interesting that you guys would like to see. But just let me know down below if there's anything that you guys would like to see from me. And I will definitely put that out there for you guys. Thank you so much for continual support. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. And will you see me again soon on your screen?